Good morning, everyone. Monolith here, and I'm doing the first test with streaming and sharing my screen, so you guys can hear my voice here on mtgArena. And today we are taking a chance here on the Premier Draft. Let's see what Final Fantasy has to offer us. So let's jump in. If you like, you can go on my YouTube channel or wherever you find this video. Follow me, I'm there on social media, and I'll walk you through some of my picks, some of the gameplay, and everything else. Here we go. Okay. First options we have here, Arding, that is actually a throwback to a card from Kaldheim, if I'm not wrong. Interesting rare, but could be kind of slow. If you just drop this on turn 3, and then you could attack and trade down with a Death Touch, paying 2 mana for this effect, I don't know it's totally worth. But at the same time, Gilgamesh also seems kind of, 6 mana for an aggressive deck doesn't sound like the best. Right now, more looking into Ignis, maybe Iridia, or stuck in Summoner Sanctum to make sure we have at least solid removal to start. What can we take here? I think I'm going to start with Ignis, because ramping can take us anywhere. Usually it's not that good to start with a multicolor card, so for that reason I think Stuck would also be good. Yeah, let's start with the removal, see where it takes us. Okay, on the second pick, we got a rare that also seems kind of slow, because we would have to have 4 artifacts to get it going, to get some value. And okay, Steiner looks good for equipments, has some potential, not necessarily in a blue-white deck, but I can see it working. A 2 mana 2/1 flying, it's definitely good, especially with extra ability with the Surveil. At the same time, it doesn't like play in any kind of archetype, it's just like a random solid creature. Cactuars, like very aggressive decks, Reno, sacrifice decks. So right now I'm in between Steiner and the Pixie, and I think for the consistency of keeping the color, at least for now, I'll take the Pixie. Steiner may be better, but like it would depend on the rest of the deck, not just a single card. Okay, another rare of the same type, that's interesting. Not necessarily a sign, because it's not like the most powerful one. Ether, exiling an artifact, adding mana, and then copying. Yeah, this sounds kind of slow. Like, imagine on turn 4 not impacting the board, and then maybe on turn 5, depending on the instant or sorcery you have, you could do something. Ice Magic, on the other hand, is much more consistent. Like, at 2 mana it already works, 4 mana, or any point of the game you can use something like that. So, for now we have kind of generic picks, but at least we are keeping consistency. We don't see necessarily huge signs. X-Death is definitely not bad, because it can transform itself. Huge payoff for the black-green deck. 6 mana for a ramp card sounds like too much, but if you have a very good ramp deck, landfall deck, definitely works as well. Okay, now we definitely don't see any of the signposts, no gold cards, true color cards. Right now I'm looking at Gubu Gardener as a ramp, kind of generic ramp, but definitely takes us there. Defensive creature for the beginning of the game, pushes you a little bit farther in some plans. Greens is fine, kind of a filler card. If you are in the right deck, definitely works with the landfall deck. Collection, again, 4 mana to not directly impact the board, like draw 3, discard 2, get 1 extra card, then transforms into a vehicle. Doesn't sound the best. Land, always, whenever we're doing. So I'm between the Gardener and the Flan. I'm taking the Flan, but I'm not seeing huge payoffs, and then the payoff comes. Nice. 8 mana seems like a lot, but when you have like a removal here in Ice Magic and removal in Stuck in Summer Sanctum, and then removal, or at least stunning with the Flan, we can take an 8 mana card. Huge beating. Imagine taking creatures for free every single turn. 5/5 creatures, just big, you know. Syncopate, definitely also an option, something we might take on the wheel. For now, that's about it. Chocobo Kick, definitely a good one. Wandering is definitely not bad for a landfall deck or ramp deck, so could be something to look into. Apparently green is kind of open. Okay, since we're taking Arding here, I'm thinking about a more controlling stance, defensive stance. For this reason, the Merchant can be a good one. The draw, of course, would make it better if we had more towns, but at least having a defensive card that could help us loot until we find our Arding, and then maybe sometimes take creatures to the graveyard that Arding could bring back. Definitely sounds like a solid plan for now. Town Greeters, definitely not a bad card. The Castle Guard for a more aggressive stance, all of them work. Turret, not that much. For 4 mana, you need to be an artifact. Ooh, that's definitely a sign for us. Red doesn't seem open, but we definitely have like a blue-red payoff. So if we also want to share, since we only have one single black card, if we don't see any more like good black cards, we could try something like blue-red. We haven't been receiving huge black or red cards in pack 1, but maybe pack 2 can take us more specifically into one of the directions. Prompt Argentum is definitely not a bad card, but for now we don't have any 4 mana spells that we would be interested in. So the payoff could be better. And then Syncopate takes it. Very good card for now. Blue clearly is open here, and we have a potential payoff with Chantoro, not only for the pump ability, but also for the draw. And definitely gains us time if we go either Arding or just beating with Chantoro. Another counter spell here. Actually, like when you have more counter spells, the more you have, the least good they are, the less effective they are. But another one that lets you kind of do some card selection on the top and scales well, it's definitely not a bad thing to do. The other one is the town. We could definitely go to the town, for the town here, but since we're still not sure where we're going, I'll take the solid one. Okay, now we can see some direction we could go. Weird that this card is still here. It's definitely a good card. Double Strike, come on, in an equipment deck would be amazing. But here in between Rock Turret and Fight On, if we go grindier here, even with the red one, we could go here. I'm actually going for the Gigas. Big beater in case we get just like extra cards and go red. Speaking of going red, I think I'll take the Warrior Sword. Ether, like 0 impact on the board, is definitely not for me, and this is a very important artifact. It plays in like multiple different archetypes, and here it counts as a non-creature spell for Shantoro. Okay, apparently big spells are still on the menu, and Sahagin is actually very good for our curve right now. We only have one creature at 2 mana, so another one is going to be good. Another Syncopate. Between Warrior Sword and Syncopate, I think I would rather have a second Syncopate. Probably this makes our Swallowed by Leviathan a little bit worse, like 3 counter spells is a bit too much, so... And the land at the end. Okay. So, pack number 2. Oh, it's red, and let's see what else it does. Discard our hand, draw cards. Oh, Devotion is back, I didn't know that. That's nice. And then you pay 6 mana, and then you transform it. It's a huge creature at 9/9, fighting, so killing something, and then adding a bunch of mana, and then you bring it back. Oh, very, very interesting card. Didn't know this one existed, but just the idea of getting to 6 mana and then redrawing maybe like at least 2 if he's there, maybe 3 with Chantoro or more, like with Warrior Sword's good. Definitely Summon Esper Remu is a good one, because also counts on these non-creature, non-land cards, so our spells would count a lot. But for now, let's try the bomb, right? And then Arden can go there, sit on the corner. Not for him. Swallow, I'm also going to take it down for now, just because we have too many counters already. Coming down here to the next pick. This is an interesting pick. I think my favorite card here is the Count Mountain Chocobo. It's a 4 mana. It's a 4 mana non-creature spell. So for Chantoro, it's kind of good. For Sahajin, it's definitely good. Keeps our flow with cards and brings some kind of board presence. Flashback, definitely also useful, because again, we can generate the value here with these cards. And if we're playing like a high mana cost, like 6/6 here, like we already have 3/6 drops and a Syncopate that can go big, it's nice to never lose this, never miss hitting the land drops. At the same time, we had another town if we wanted, another merchant as the defensive creature. Right now we're sitting at 5 spells. 7 creatures is a good one. Okay, Thunder Magic. Very nice removal spell. Is the premium removal spell here. We have Thunder Magic and Suplex as the big red removal spells of this set. And in here, having the tiered ability is definitely very good, because we can scale up and deal more and more damage depending on the stage of the game you are. So when you see these kind of cards like Thunder Magic, like Ice Magic, it's very nice because they have this flexibility of playing well at different stages of the game. So it's definitely something to be on the look for. Okay, we have blue rare. That is definitely not the best, because you need to sacrifice something or pay extra mana just to counter an ability. Is not the best, but as I said, Ice Magic, scalable and then efficient. We just need to be mindful of the number of creatures and spells we have. It's common for a blue-red deck to play more spells than creatures, more non-creature spells than creature spells, but for now it's definitely a good one. We don't see any big creatures there, so it's good. And blue-red is definitely open here. We can see blue, at least, definitely open with like 3 cards and a land here. Memories Returning, amazing card advantage, because you reveal 5 cards and then you and your opponent take turns in choosing which cards go into your hand. So you choose first, then the opponent chooses, they get rid of your card, taking it to the bottom, and then you put another in your hand, one in the bottom, another in your hand. So we go back and forth with you drawing cards. Definitely a good card. At the 4 mana curve, that is the critical one for Chantoro, for Sahajin. So good pick here. Okay, ooh, 3 Ice Magics, jeez. Is there like such thing as too many of those? Yeah, between Ice Magic and Dreams of Laguna, I'm thinking about which one is the best one. The creature is not bad at all, but like having a creature that will vanish doesn't seem like the best, so I think between one and the other, I think with 3 Ice Magics I could go for the first Dreams. I'm not sure. Yeah, drawing cards is good, and to have a little card selection here is also good. So nice. Stolen uniform, kids, don't do that. Don't steal things from people. That's like no. We are not going to control equipments. What we can do, on the other hand, is Red Mage's Rapier. You make a creature, you are already attached to this creature, and then whenever you cast non-creature spells, we can pump it. Not the best, but it's definitely a good filler at 2 mana, and it's a non-creature by itself, so it can be useful for us. Oh, here I would go Dragoon's Wyvern. I don't know. In Brazil we usually say Wyvern, but Wyvern is definitely a good one. 3 mana for 2 bodies, a flying body is definitely good. Since we already have at least like 2 equipments, we can put it on later and keep the beating. Some uncommons. Will definitely open on this side. Okay, Prima Vista, 5 mana for a vehicle doesn't sound good at all. Another Ice Flam, I don't think we need like so many. I think I'll take a land just because for now we don't have any specific fixing, and choosing either color is already interesting here. So let's take the land. Okay, white seems open because like Zekfar is definitely a good card. For now, just another merchant. Increase the creature count, but I honestly would rather have something a little bit better, maybe more proactive instead of the merchant, but that's what we got for now. Okay, stuck in summoner section. So yeah, blue is definitely open. We could clearly see this coming and going. So tapping a permanent and just like keeping it locked is basically a removal for blue. So definitely not a bad one. Just take the rare because I don't think we're playing elixir. Like with paying 5 mana just to shuffle this later to not mill ourselves out. Yeah, I don't think that's where we're going. Oh, beautiful. Yes. Second to last pick. Getting our dual land is amazing. We can take the crossroads here and then another one. And even a mountain because it's a pretty one. Okay. Last rare we get. Starting town. It's not for limited. It's definitely a constructed card. So we're looking at mainly creatures and more payoffs for paying, casting non-creature spells 4 and more. Oh, but yeah, a first big Sahajan seems weird. Let me change the layout here. See how we are on creatures and non-creatures here. We already have a decent number of 4 mana here, at least 3 here, plus Ice Magic and Thunder Magic and Syncopate going, being able to go over the top. So with the number of creatures, we have only 2 creatures here. So I think, yeah, Sahajan first pick. What are we doing? Okay, now we're talking. Summon as per Ramu. Big creature like enters already killing something, hopefully, and dealing damage equal to the number of non-creature non-land cards in our graveyard, and then pumping a little bit, so it's a creature and it's a removal spell, so definitely a good option here, although it dies, but it's fine. It'll have done its job. Van here, creating treasures is good, but it's like a constant beatdown, and I don't know if we're exactly there, right? Like, starting beating people down. Definitely a consideration, a good one, actually. And Thief's Knife, 3 mana for a 2/2 doesn't sound like where we want to be, so I'll take this. Solid 2/1. Taking the next one. Ooh, we stay on the removals, so like stuck in Summoner Sanctum. Another one. We need to be mindful because like we're hitting that 23, 24 card spot when we need to be more mindful of what we're taking. For now, it's still definitely valid as a removal spell because like Prima Vista is not the best. A huge 5/4 that like kind of does nothing for us, like a hasty 5/4 doesn't make sense. Thrasios here, interesting, but like for a commander and stuff like this, definitely not for our deck. For the blue-green deck, I can definitely see this playing a huge role, but for now, stick to the removal. Okay, let's see how many artifacts we have. Only 2. Yeah, for only 2 artifacts, Valkyrie aerial units, not going to be good here for us. Another Sahajan feels weird because it's the only payoff we're getting. So it's definitely not a good creature, not a creature I would be looking into. But yeah, when we have this many 4+ spells, like if we add here the Ice Magic, if we add the Thunder Magic, the Syncopate, so we have the flexibility of many triggers for our Sahajan, and at the same time it's going to hold off like very well one Boros decks and some others. Okay, now we got a creature. Summon Shiva. Again, these Saga creatures, they don't stick around for very long, but tapping and putting a stone counter, very good defensive creature, and at the end drawing cards, so it goes away but can draw you like 1, 2, 3 cards, so I think it's definitely in the market for us. And for now we have like 0/5 drops, so feels our curve well. Oh, this is what we needed. Yes, Ultros. It checks all the boxes. It's a low mana curve, it's a creature, and then it rewards us for playing big non-creature spells. At 4 mana, we can tap and stun a creature, and at 8 mana, we put 8 counters. Oh, but 8 mana, it's impossible to spend. Not if you have Ice Magic. Not if you have Thunder Magic. Not if you have the Power of Friendship. Okay. Combat Tutorial as a draw 2, definitely not a bad one, but not so interesting. I think we don't have that many creatures. Actually, with Pixie here, and then 3 here, 4, 4. Okay, yeah, now we fixed that problem of not having enough creatures. with at least 5 creatures here, if we count the rapier. No, not complaining, but combat tutorial may be a good one. Okay, between the city with more mana and a wyvern, I think I'm taking the wyvern. You can see here the layout's a little bit different. Usually when I'm on the last pack, I do that. Like I change a little bit the way I see my deck to like fit things in the curve. And a 3 mana for 2 bodies is definitely where we're going. Okay, now we're getting to the end. We don't have like that many good options, but Magic Damper is not bad. But we're not like a tempo deck being super aggressive or a value deck, so Call the Mountain Chocobo would be the pick, but probably we're not going to play it, so I think it's just like, let's get one extra card and see what happens. Not the land we wanted to see, but another combat tutorial as a draw is an option we are definitely not going to play. We already have, I don't know, it's impossible to play with 30 cards, 28 playable, so for now we're just gathering some extra cards and see where we're heading. Okay, it's a red 2-drop for the landfall decks, not our case. I'm very sad to see nobody taking the Boros cards. The second one we see like very late in the game. I'm taking it just because it's nice. Look at this, it looks so good. Okay, and then to end an elixir. And here we go. Okay, so for now we have 16 of each. We definitely don't want to play that, and it's totally expected of us to play with like less than 15 creatures. That would be the reference people use. So we definitely have some cuts to make. For now, I'm not going to start by cutting these creatures, like the two big dudes, because they are cyclers. So in a pinch, we can like cycle them and make sure we hit our land drops, which is definitely useful. Clive as the big one is definitely going to stay, so at least the top end here we have at least 1/5 and 1/6 guaranteed. So let's start looking down and then we go up. Thunder Magic and Syncopate, I think they stay for now because they have this flexibility of playing different stages of the game and always being useful, relevant for the game. From our creatures here, first one easy, Sabotender, it was just a filler card, and then let's split things here, which ones are the creatures and which aren't. Okay, so important for you guys to remember when we're talking about job select, they are always going to show up here down, but don't forget to consider them as creatures because come on, they bring a creature to the battlefield and they remove it, so it's fine. Looking at the fact that we have like already 5 2-drops for spells deck, I can see myself like cutting the rapier. Of course it's good with when you cast non-creature spells, but I think it would be better if we did something like, okay, we're casting the Dragoon and then you have a flyer and then we equip the flyer there and then you start casting spells. 3 mana for this is a bit too much, so yeah, not today. Dreams of Laguna as a cantrip is definitely not bad, but looking now we have like 5, 6, 7 2-drops. Maybe a Syncopate would come here, so I'm not sure. Like Dreams of Laguna, I'll take it here to the side. This is up to consideration. I definitely see like having Chantoro as one of our key cards, having Memories Returned. I think we already have like some form of card advantage in these 2 cards, so I definitely don't see myself playing 2 combat tutorials. 1 definitely possible, but 2 for now out of question. The same for Call the Mountain Chocobo. Like if we have 2 land cyclers and then 2 more of these, like 4 ways of just guaranteeing the land drops is too much, so 1 I think it should be okay. And then it's a good versatility between having 1 of these and then 1 like kind of creature. It's a good one. Let's see. At our 3-drop curve here, also 5 creatures can be kind of more than we need, so I can see myself cutting 1 merchant. Like the Wyvern has the advantage of like blocking both in the air and down, even if it's just as a jump block, so we can have like a possible approach to like start draining them, you know, like hitting in the air and then finishing with unblockable Sahajins, for example. We already have also the Pixie here going in the air, so like we have our air attack here, and then just 1 merchant should be good enough. Okay, we're at 44 cards here. The numbers are getting better. One thing you guys need to be mindful of is if you're playing too many sagas, the tendency at one point, like, you don't have the creatures for a long time, so they don't just stick around forever. So be mindful that if you're playing many sagas, maybe you need other stuff to make sure you are keeping yourself on the game. County Mountain Chocobo and Warrior Sword are both creatures because, you know, they make creatures, brings a creature into play. So these two counting as creatures, our count goes up to 16. Based on that, yeah, I think now we can start reducing some of these 6 drops. We have much more blue than red, so I think the first one to go is the Gigas. But I think I can see myself cutting both of them. Yeah, they are non-creature spells, and then we already have what to do if like the focus here of the non-creature is about being costing 4 more. Creatures costing 4 more trigger nothing, so like we don't need necessarily that. Okay. Now we're sitting at 25 cards. The idea is at least like 24 or 23 playables, depending on the number of lands you're going to play, 17 or 16. I think for now I can cut the Dreams. It's card advantage, but yeah, we already have the combat tutorial. Putting combat tutorial in one of the flyers sounds like a good deal. And Memory is returning also, so like we have at least these 2 nice sources of card advantage, and Shantotto itself, of course, whenever we play a cast of 4 mana or more. So we have at least like 3 solid sources of card advantage here. Yeah, I think it's a good one. Also, Summon Shiva can draw us at least 1 or 2 cards. Clive can draw us some cards. So yeah, we have card selection with the Pixie and with the Merchant. So yeah, I can see us cutting Dreams of Laguna. Okay, we're sitting at 41 cards. The top end of our curve, like 5s and 6s, we just have 1 of each. So I can see us cutting a land. So probably, yeah, mountain, definitely cutting and mounting here. And thinking about the number of spells we have like 19 blue and only 6 red. So definitely this split here doesn't sound good. So I would take 9 islands at least, because then we have like 10 blue sources, 11 blue sources if we need. And then here with the red source we have 5 mountains plus Baron plus Crossroads if we need. So like up to 7 red sources. And I think that's our deck. Yeah, comment on what you think. Look, what a smooth curve, like this is what we expect from this. And then looking again at the creatures we have like 5 ways to be on the board on turn 5, and then we start developing our game better. We have removal, definitely have removal with Thunder Magic, with Stuck in the Sanctum. Ice Magic and Syncopate as situational, a little bit card draw here with a possible pump. We got a deck, let's see how it turns out. Okay, match 1. We are sitting at silver 1 for this, and at least now at the beginning I'm not going to worry about like just going up all the time. I have multiple accounts I'm going to play like as much as I can, and actually it's a better thing to do starting from the bottom. So we are not playing first, and we only have 1 color in our hand, no 2 drops, and yeah, we can fall behind pretty easily with this one, so I think we'll take it. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely think I prefer this one, because if we start falling behind, we have removals to keep us going. So right now I'm thinking the 4 drop may go, or yeah, one of the stocks, because we still have removal here, and then yeah, this Warrior Sword is not only a creature, but also triggers something. Okay, looks like a red-green deck. Ooh, good draw. Just guaranteeing that we have both our colors. And keeping the board. Betting the tiger. Okay. Very good for us the fact that the opponent is not impacting the board, so like cycling, just looking for more lands, not adding to the board is the kind of thing you definitely want to avoid doing, because right now, like, unfortunately it's not the case, but if we had a counter spell here, we could start like causing some serious damage to him, you know? We pass the turn now, knowing that we can lock a creature out, we can kill something small, or we can like start pushing damage next turn with the Warrior Sword and adding a creature. Just Jesus, man, you should stop. Yeah, hey, you see, attack the board, man. Stop. You are just getting lost. Why? Okay. So let's take advantage of that. I think Warrior Sword is the call here. He probably has some kind of removal, but at least the trigger itself is going to be there. And a 2/4 is definitely harder to kill, so it's not the kind of card that would spend a Thunder Magic on. So. Yeah, and we're definitely in a good position now, because like we would have to spend a whole turn with the common spells that would kill either of these creatures. Okay, so first he moved 5 cards, and then next turn he's going to bring 1 land back. It's nothing, but then the problem is actually the last turn when he brings like something and makes it huge with the number of lands he controls. What can we do? Yeah, we definitely want to hit Sahajim unblockable. And then I don't think we want to try like just to tap this creature, because it's going to generate the pump value either way. So I think Memory Return is the way to go, because we can trigger it and we can hit our land drop and keep a nice flow. Okay, what is the first card we want? We definitely want to summon Shiva for our next turn. If possible, tapping him out. We get rid of one of the other cards here, probably Syncopate, I assume. Okay, with these we take a land, so we guarantee our land drop and we get 2 lands. So we're getting a land either way. So probably the Merchant is the best one. And then he'll give us a tap land, I assume. Yeah, oh, nice, tap land. Anyway, we could still draw 3 cards, like 4 mana, draw the best 3 cards we could, still hitting them. Nice. Returns all the land cards from the graveyard, just 1. And then for next turn we can keep like probably Shiva to tap a creature that he would pump. Because like he has to pump another target creature, so he's supposed to take the creature now. Oh, okay, totally fine. Spend the turn, killing creature. For now, apparently not adding to the board, so we're totally fine with that. Yeah, Blazing Bomb is. Okay. Yeah, so as expected is fine. Any weak things here, so just take it. I'm gonna try some Thunder Magic here, because if we kill this creature, then his next turn is he'll spend doing nothing or adding against the board, and then we can come back to the creature. Thunder Magic. It's valid to spend a removal here. We also have another one in case we need to. Because being hit once is fine, but being hit twice is a bit too much. So. I really like purple here, like we're pretty far ahead in terms of like life points, and have the cards and have everything. We just need to be aware of like bombs that could come. So the main plan apparently is like not screwing up. Okay, let's go to drop the redraw. Now we have plenty of creatures, like plenty of attack power. We have Shiva to tap down something. We have Summoner Sanctum to tap down something. I'm pretty comfortable where we are now. And even if it, like, I don't know, cleans the board somehow, we still have creatures to bring considerably. Ooh, that's a big deal. Okay. Big but not good enough. If we just tap it, yeah. Easy here. And then push. Okay, yeah, that's usually a problem with like ramp decks. Like he had the bombs, but the first like 3 turns he did absolutely nothing, just like cycling and then bringing something and cycling again, and then bringing lands to their hand. So like you can't spend, like, guys, don't do that. Don't spend the first like 3 or 4 turns just like dirtying around. This is not Commander, you know. You gotta be more proactive, or at least have like some defensive creature if that's the case. You know, it's fine for us if we stay like 2 turns not doing big impactful things, but at least don't keep yourself being hit all the time. Like our first Sahajin hit him for what, 5, maybe 6 damage. If he had like 5 or 6 more life here, like maybe he could hold that. Now he's too far behind to do anything about it, so lessons learned. And the deck felt consistent, although we played with 16 lands. Like there was one spot there when we could have missed our land drops, but the pressure was already on. Okay, round 2 with Sea Crew. Okay, this is what we were talking about, like maybe more defensive hands. So we are not on play here. Bring us red. In this case, important tip here. Start with the mountain, so even if the opponent casts something, you don't review that you have the syncopation try to offer itself, even if for 0 mana, so it's a way to avoid. Right now, do I play a Sahajin, and then they bring something to the board, and then what? I think Sahajin, because then we can go like tap a land, counter something, then Warrior Sword. Should be fine. Like Shriek or something on Sahajin. We'll be fine with that. Nice, nothing is amazing for us. Because now we can just play tapped land on blue, probably counter unless they pay 1. Very nice position we have here. That's nice. Okay, so a creature that would be very good because like casting non-creature spells would damage us. Actually, this would play well in our deck, but not just this. Warrior Sword, they have the biggest creature on the board, you can block the hold. Oh, nice. And with Summon Shiva and Ice Magic, even if they bring something not interesting to the board, we can do this little thing where we bounce 1 turn and then we bounce all the way back. So, many interesting possibilities for us here. We're definitely on the driver's seat now. Oh, yeah, just play it really good, not good. Oh, there it is. So I don't know what this is doing here. Okay. So we definitely want to attack. We just need to see if we're attacking both or just one. I don't think we necessarily need to like bounce the token just so it kills the token, because I know we can like do better, do more with this Ice Magic. Maybe we can just tap it for now to make sure we like keep adding to the board and our attacks keep getting like stronger. And you can go later for a clear blow. Because now if next turn they bring something bigger to the table, we can like bounce this bigger thing and keep on hitting them. Okay, sack creature. Is it Shiva? Like, it's definitely a good card. It's going to tap something again, but then it's going to die, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I definitely don't want to kill Sahajin because it's probably going to push the last points of damage, but yeah, I think it's Shiva. We have other ways to control the board. Not going to be blocking anytime soon. Okay, so he has a land and one more card in hand. Next turn, non-chokeable. I think we're far ahead enough that we can just add another add another counter and hit them again. And then on the other turn we can do some kind of tempo play when we just like take creatures out of the way and like kill them. So, and if he has something like kind of big, like using all of his mana, we can simply. Ooh, this was good. Because now he's in a position where like Sahajin can kill him pretty fast, so not jumping there, me having a mistake. Oh, it's so sad. No, that was so terrible. Oh, I forgot the trackers. Fuck. Oh, jeez. Yep, messed up. Sorry. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, it was definitely my mistake here. Yeah, should have just like, yeah, probably ice magic some of the creatures. Huge mistake. Let's hope we don't get like super punished. Apparently we didn't. Yeah, probably the double bounce there would have done it. You know, like a double bounce on the creatures would be good. Or actually, like with at 6 mana, we could like one of them to trigger the Sahajin and then hit them directly for 4. And the other one just a regular bounce, and then they would like not have much to do. But still, big mistake. Shouldn't have done that. So. No. Okay, now we're in City of Gold. So maybe we find like some better opponents, and now we also found our better cards. So Shantoro hadn't seen little guy. So very good 2-3-4 curve here. Removal in case we go wrong. I think now we go in Sahajin. We already have another one time. Okay, since we know our deck has more blue than red, let's go for blue first. Black for now. Okay. It's like a bad version of Smuggler's Sculptor. In case they have removal, should we go like Wyverns first? Yeah, I thought it's too big. And if they have it, they have it. At least we have like a good draw to do it. They wouldn't be adding to the board, so. Even if they kill Shantoro, we're going to have the memories returning, triggering Sahajin and keeping the flow. Okay, I think for the first time, I at least for one turn, I don't want to kill the Dark Knight, because I definitely feel like it's a very good turn to like have add a big creature to the board and trigger the Sahajin, you know, so it's like double trigger plus draw, so we'll be drawing like 4 cards and pumping and hitting hard, so yeah, why not? Okay, and the first card we want is, I think a good removal is good, like we have 2 stuck in the Sanctum, so definitely one is good for us. I imagine the other one is going to go down, go to the bottom. In case of a land, I'm definitely taking the island, not the mountains. Again, we're more blue than red. Okay, so another Sanctum. Yep, we didn't much give us creatures, so good thing we already have them here. Now let's see on the bottom. Okay. Hit for 6. Hit for 2. Creature, all good for free. Let's see how much we lose. Okay, yeah, losing 2, definitely not bad. Defender Menace, big creature here. And it has a counter. Okay, it can add a counter, so very late game kind of creature. I'm not sure worried about our life total right now, because like we definitely have creatures to fight back on that. I'm actually kind of concerned they haven't cast a single removal spell, because like if they are mono black, and apparently they are. Yep, definitely looks like a mono black to me. Okay. So what do we do now? Another 4 mana spell? Yep, because with another 4 mana spell here we can kill a creature, go big again, go unblockable again, keep pushing damage. And although we won't have mana to counter, it's definitely placing pressure on. And I'm leaving the Dark Confidant alive just because we know, like, although they are drawing cards, they already lost 2 life out of that, so... We are the tempo deck here, so if they are losing life, it's definitely not a problem for us. Okay, now we get a free card, a freebie. Next turn we definitely have more creatures to play. Big Syncopate. Oh, that's sad. But I like my cards. I think Shantoro can go, because we definitely don't need to draw creatures anymore, but we definitely need to go unblockable on them, so... Shantoro definitely did enough, like drawing us at least 2 cards, killing one of their creatures that block and repeating them again for 4. That they haven't even seen the removal spell yet. Sacrificing it. You know what I mean. Okay, so now what? We have 6 mana. If we play like these 2, we kind of are out of Syncopate. That would be good. And I'm pretty sure the Sahajins can like both together like kind of get there. So I'm thinking about like playing Sahajin now and then keeping up either Ice Magic or Syncopate, because if he brings the counters here to this big wall, it would start hurting, so like I think this way we can not attack this turn, but definitely set up or can we attack? Oh yeah, I think we can attack. Is it 3-5? If they double block we can bounce and make something. Yeah, and actually it's very good if we attack, because like either way we either kill a creature or we can like push damage and then offer lethal. The next one. Okay, attacker, and you go. And also a Syncopate for like counter unless big 3 is a big tall warrior, so. Oh come on, Bob, help me out. What a weird looking. Yeah, it doesn't look like a nice guy. Okay, let's see what the next step is. We can counter anything costing like 5 or less when they play. Okay, let me have it. Okay. It doesn't sound like a lot, but okay, so now the thing is, do we Ice Magic just to get the triggers, and then maybe they hit us with a removal spell, or do we just stuck some to take this? Yeah, I think I'm just try to take this demon wall off as a block, because they can do it at instant speed. So this way we at least guarantee one less block. Even if we don't trigger it, we can do something. Ooh, combat tutor is good. I think I'm going to split things here, because if they like have a targeted removal spell, I can still keep hitting them, and then if we hit like any land, we're still in the same position as we were in the last turn, so let's go to red, blue, and oh, we drop. Okay, we didn't fight what we want, but we still have place of removal in hand. Depression. I kind of don't get it, why they are playing mono black for now. I think they must have like an R-wing like us, like that big creature that brings demons back. If that's the case, at least next turn we can syncopate that. If that's not the case, we still have like Ice Magic and something or something. Oh, come on! 3 lands in a row? That's not fair. Like, we just took like 2 damage. Yep, that's Harding. That's what we suspected all along. Sorry, Harding. Not today. Yeah, that probably does it. Because now like they have no board, so... And then we can attack and guarantee that we hit for 7 this turn. Yeah, we gotta do nothing. Just get beam, wait for him to try to do something. Okay. We're pretty far ahead, so just like a Wyvern here, keeping the pressure, like making sure that next turn we have 2 stuffs, so we can plug in different segments here. And there we have it, 3-0. Again, just a kind of weird deck, like. It wasn't weird, but Bob, even with if your deck, even with Dark Confidant, you don't like put enough things on the board, you probably have a bad deck, you know. Of course, we were ahead on the board most of the time, but still, like no removal spells at all for a mono black deck felt kind of weird. Maybe they just never found them. Well, 3-0, good, great start. Round 4. Okay, we're on the play, which is great. We have 2 drop into 3 drop, which is great. We have a removal, we have everything we could ask for. And even our tap land that we can secure later. When I thought, oh, what else can we ask for? Yeah, we can ask for a 6 drop that we haven't seen yet. Okay. I think I'm going for the making sure we hit our land drops. And one advantage of combat tutorial is that you target one player and then you target the creature. And you know the risk, like even if Ultros gets removed, I'm still drawing the 2 cards. Great work. Okay. So now we can go for the Warrior Sword. Remove it as the water. Maybe we don't even need to. Okay. Actually, I think Count the Mountain Chocobo is definitely the best play here because we can like tap it anyway, like make sure that this doesn't untap for the next turn, and then we can get like 1 line closer to fly. Yeah. So we are guaranteed to hit the land next turn. And then we can play Warrior Sword to tap another creature. Any creature, the Traveling Chocobo. Okay. Definitely a pretty one, but yeah, we're pretty far ahead again. For 6. And suddenly we're under a ton of pressure. Next turn we can get someone stuck. We can play Wyvern. We don't need Clive right now because like we have plenty of cards in hand still. So. Okay, Garland. Definitely a good card, but it's not so good when you have like 5 mana available. If you only play this, shouldn't do those. Gentoro. How does this change anything for us? Gentoro is stuck. Let's see why. But there's no advantage in just getting them stuck. Okay, yeah, I can see this. Or maybe like 6 mana, and then we tap with all throws. Hit them anyway, just hit my land drop. And I would be adding to the board anyway, so definitely doesn't sound like a bad idea. Yeah, I'm going for it. I assume they have some kind of trick, you know, first need, so Maybe they just trying to bring Garland back later, I don't know. Okay, so let's take off Garland. Chip on the table. And use pressure. Okay, yeah, totally fine. They're down to 1 life, and we have at least 1 way to down. And we should bring at least 2 things to the board. Trash the board, otherwise we're dead. Okay. In face of nothing. Just go for it. Yeah. Okay. The problem right now is that we only have like 2 blue sources, so we're definitely spending 1 in stock to like force them to do something. And then we have Wyvern to bring like 2 bodies from our bodies to the table. So yeah, so we get stuck. But we're doing well, we're crushing. Yes, good thing. And already 4-0. Okay, another game. On the play with a very interesting Pixie and Sahaj in hand. We can go to the Pixie, start attacking, filtering our draws a little bit. See if we can make sure we keep our land drops and our cards. Oops. Okay, let's make sure we find the land here at the top. Oh, that's okay. I feel like we gotta kind of have to like wait on Syncopate or Ice Magic because they are not adding to the board and we are also not adding to the board, so if they bring something bigger we can just deal with that. Yep, definitely 2 for 1, yeah. Jeez, come on. Tapped? Better than nothing. We can have Sahaj now. Captain and Ice Magic. And try to go from there. Goes again, finds another land on top. Thunder Magic. Yeah, the problem is that right now we can't afford to like not find lands. At least like land 4 makes us have this here. What next turn looks like? We probably play a bigger creature and then we should step aside for something. So yeah, we already have some kind of removal in these 2, so. We have 7 on creatures, 8, 9, 10 things, and just like 3 lands. It's definitely sad. And here comes something big. Yeah, not as big as I thought. Yeah, not that a 5/5 is not big, but weird non-attack there. Let's try Ice Magic now. just can't seem to find lands. Okay, so first step, we attack. We see a land on top. We're happier now. We hit them for 2. And then, knowing that we're going to find a land, no, the land number 4, and they are probably going to like Gigantoad again, or just another creature. I think we take it up to the sky so we can pressure them. Because I turn the goes probably to the ramp deck. And probably next turn. This is just huge. But it's, yeah, it's still kind of just a gigantic card, that's it. Okay, gigantic dude, what can we do? We can just tap it, but then we don't develop anything. Yeah, if we tap it, we still hit them for like 6, which is great. Or we can pound the Mountain Chocobo just to add the creature, let them hit us, and then on the next turn, like Ultros. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, because Ultros is better with the call. Yeah, so probably just tap it. Another nice hit. Now putting pressure. I don't think we want an untapped land. Yeah, tapped land definitely doesn't work first. Turns. Because then if they don't play a flyer, next turn you can just call the Mountain Chocobo to add the counter to the Sahajin and then hit them for 6. So just like one big dump creature, like another behemoth would be amazing. Cause awesome, I'll take it. Might as well. Just a 6/6. I'm not gonna cut it. Okay, so. For now, it's just Dragoons, Wyvern, and then Ultros and Merchant, and then the next one go for Lethal. Yeah, it makes sense. Let's spread our options. Don't stop hitting them. Then next turn we can go like Unblockable Sahajin plus Wyvern, and then Ultros also going to tap something down, so Ultra stepping down. Oh, Sabo Tender is actually going to sabotage us. Nah, it's not. The others. Oh! Amazing. And they trample. And are in trouble. Not bad or super power, but definitely not in a comfortable situation. Yeah, so let's call the Mountain Chocobo. Let's tap down the blocker. And then we definitely hit 4, not 2 again. Yeah, come on, I believe in our moving back. We have like big number of blockers. We have like 8 toughness to block. Unless they have like double landfall, then we're in trouble. Yeah, definitely was a great turn for them because like they found the blocker and then they found the big creature just got like huge and they got 2 life. Like if it weren't for this 2 life, they would be gone. And if they don't do anything big, it's just like call the Mountain Chocobo again, we'll make Ultra step something out, and then that's all we need. Okay, hold. Hold. Please hold. Yeah, we just can't have another landfall trigger. Is it another creature? Oh, it's another target creature. Oh, yeah, this is definitely possible. Oh, this is definitely awful. Yeah, this is definitely the kind of thing that could kill us. But it won't. Very cool. Okay, so blockers. If we did this, we take 7. If we did it, we take 6. If we did it, we take nothing. And it's the best we can do. They're tapping me out, right? So like, yeah, but it's not going to be 1 damage. That's going to make a huge difference. So whatever. Okay, and then 6 mana. It's definitely going to make this unblockable. This. So I'm just put it together. Oh, apparently I'm not. So which was could have lived. Of course, now we see the lands that we were supposed to see. And by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, definitely. Apparently, this deck was definitely better than the other ones we faced before. Fenrir is definitely an amazing card. This guy didn't spend like so many turns just like he's cycling and doing other stuff. But at the same time, we got stuck on 2 lands for there, like 3 turns maybe. So yeah. That's why that creature that we have actually on our sideboard, like a creature that we never used. Where's the green one? Oh yeah, we didn't even pick that. Yeah, that green one, 1/3 there, that just adds a mana. It's so important in this kind of decks, because you know, you are not being chipped for so little damage for a long time. So then when you get your big drops, you're still kind of healthy to stay alive. For now, we're doing it. Blue Red Temple. This time without the big payoffs, but the flyers. Great plan B. Okay. Another keep. We have tap land, we have early drops, we have interaction. Battle. Let's see how aggressive they are. They are more temple, flyers, things. Probably they are also looking for lands like we were in the last game, because like I don't expect to see Thunder Magic going to the graveyard so early. Let's hope they don't have a syncopate. It's funny, it looks like they kept exactly what we did last game. Yeah, but it still is better for them to syncopate that than our members return. So it's kind of ooh, it's a Grixis. Yeah, we can expect more. Blue one. Queen Brain for this kind of archetype can be a strong one. And for now, yeah, just tapping her doesn't seem the best, not because like the effect, but it's about using our mana. But at the same time, just drawing cards and taking at least 4 on the way back doesn't seem awesome. So I think Ice Magic this. Yeah, making them redraw this they were missing land drops, so when we redraw it's see. Okay, now, yeah, without any big payoffs, I'm thinking about memories returning, just because like the way the game is going, it's definitely going to go long here, and they still have some stuff, so we need to think about our next steps. Okay, so definitely Ultras, I think is the first one, because it can trigger at least twice. I think they take the syncopate. Definitely not the lands, so let's see what we can get. So either way, we have at least 2 things to do next turn, so let's do it first. So they will know what we have a syncopate, and the fact that they were missing 9 drops is good, so we can choose which way to do this. Yeah, and people know that they are supposed to read the mountain, right? Okay, so do we attack? I don't think so, because like, we don't want to take 3, we're already behind the race. Yeah, that. Now we can the creatures. So, probably Ultros plus call the Mountain Chocobo, just to make sure we make another block. At least hold this back for 1 turn. Or we can just Ultros. Go back with like counter spell and bounce spell. And let's make it better. Just go back. And if they hit us, we let them hit us? Yeah. Okay, launch 5. Launch 5 is sad, but it's a possibility. Magic, so we can like get rid of just return. So I tap 1 down, kill 1. If this kinda doesn't work, we can try again with like okay. Yes. Come on, protection and removal and protection and removal. Shintoro, what can you do for us? Okay, we can here give us a card or removal, you know, or counter spell. Yeah, counter for 3 in this board definitely seems good. And if it doesn't do anything, you can like stuff your creature again. So we're safe. Should be safe. What is this attack? So I think we're just going to stop their Pixie. Stuff. Nice. Chocobo, creature, and draw. Nice now. Still keep that. Nice for 3. That is definitely still bad. But only cast a 2 spell, 2 mana spell. So. Spell out. Still kind of healthy here. Definitely trading. Yep. Okay, the Emperor, good card. Dangerous card. Oh, okay, then definitely retreat. And then it's important that now gets exiled because it's syncopate, so you cannot give them that extra value. Okay, Clive finally showing up. Okay, so the thing is we still have like 4 cards in hand, like 3 cards in hand even with the land drop, so I don't think now it's exactly the best time to bring him in. But definitely Warriors were getting as an extra draw without us. So let's see what happens. Time for that. Here. Are we attacking? No, because we can like easily die on the way back. And yep, that's it. For now, we can. This Emperor is like huge. We definitely don't want it to flip. It's coming close. How many? 3 more. Okay. So it's probably going to flip next turn. Yeah. Could we like stop drawing lands? Because damn. Okay, let's hope 5 minutes is good. 4 draws. Awesome's all we need. Nice, definitely a lot of action here. First things first, this is when the Emperor attacks. I think I'm not risking, you know, like not trying to wait to the next turn and trying to do this and then they just counter spell and getting her stuck right there. Okay, the fact that they had one open mana. Okay. I was thinking of Thunder Magic, that they could have like a Thunder Magic here, like another Thunder Magic that could like hit us for 2, so I was thinking of what we could do, but I would probably just hit with the hero here with the Warrior Sword to put some kind of pressure, because like it's unlikely that we would die, and then we could like try to, okay, bring back this, and then Memory's returning, and then the Wyvern, and then, but, oh, didn't need to. Clive, making an appearance. Okay, 6 wins. Can we do a perfect trophy? The first time testing my microphone and already getting to 7 wins. Definitely possible. I definitely like the deck. I can see the value. Like, I can see it being a thing. Not on the play, but yeah, I think we keep this one because like we have 2 drop, 2 3 drop, more interaction, counter spell. These are more scholar. Would love to see a mountain here. Artifact deck. Okay. Okay, yeah, we don't want to see red. First, red lands, mountains, please. Okay, we found it. Okay, since we found it, and again, we don't want to run into counter spells that are like quite possible, then we're just going to get this right now. White is not going to take advantage of it, like, you know, putting it to fight or whatever, so... Nice knife. This is a good one. 6+1 last, that's so good. Okay, so how do we do this? Because they're coming hard, like they're coming hot. They missed a land drop, so I'm thinking about like some combination of Ice, Magic, and Syncopate to like bring them back, you know, like take them back a little bit. This is a very defensive position, but at the same time we don't want to let them like draw more Thieves' Knife. So yeah, and then just adding these to the board, they will definitely still fly over us. Yeah, like if I play Warrior Sword, this gets pumped, I hit them for 2, but then on the way back they have removal, they hit me for 6, so definitely don't want that. So, okay, yeah, let's chill for like 1 turn, because then we have like 2 forms of interaction, then on the other turn we can have the other 2. Okay, yeah, let's try this here. Counter this for 1, then we know 1 mark, that's awesome. Very good. Okay, because now we can still bring some blockers to the board. 1/1 is not bad against this board. And we can still keep. Surprised they didn't attempt to control. Okay, you can do it. Very good one. Removal, yeah. Because like 4 mana, card advantage. 3 in the air heating. That's pretty good one. Okay, another tapper. 5 mana now. Right now I can't like Ice Magic for full value, it's not like that worth. This is probably going to be back on defense, so it's between Warrior Sword just for the counter or Ice Magic was stuck. maybe combat trick? Combat trick set that. You can definitely make this like control the board here downstairs, and then we take the others. Ooh, Shiva's going to be very good. Nice. Okay, great. Danica is already locked out, so like with Shiva we can tap other stuff. Okay. If they start, yeah, it's like summoners. If we stuck something this turn and then summon Shiva the next turn, when Shiva ends her job, like we'll draw like many more cards. So. Yes, perfect. Stuff. It's locked there. We don't have problems. Okay, another stuff. No, we don't get to get that stuff. Okay, so they can move things around, and I think that, yeah, if they wanted to fly, it would be the castle guard. This one game life is not that big of a deal, so yeah, I think it's just Shiva tapping stuff. Tap these ones. Yeah, I think it's not that so they have to pass it over. Maybe this amount too. And I think effectively 2-4. Like, unless they remove Shiva, like for now they're attacking with 3 creatures, and I'm okay with that. If they never remove Shiva, like, it sucks, but at least we are there beating them. This is kind of weak. Ooh, another big creature. Not a good target for us. This is definitely good. Now. So on the way back we have like many draws to Shiva, and she's definitely going to attack this turn. This one plus the Wyvern, and I'm gonna pick some stuff back. It's 6 mana. That's a good question, yeah. So we're definitely on the board and big attack. Okay, that's awesome. No problem at all. We could have hold back. We did that, but it's fine. Come on. That's good. Okay, we keep on attacking. Oh, this is a good one, but we still need the land for that. Okay, we hit them, and then we get them stuck again with the third stuck. Okay, we can move things around and we can bounce. Okay, let's get them stuck again. Something not good to work. Oh, veto? That's a big one. Double area unities. Okay. We're definitely on the back foot now. Or do we? We can kill a creature if that if we find a mountain. So we could like take 7, go to 5, and then if we bounce a creature. We can bounce this. Yeah, we just take it because yes, we bounce it now. Let's just these cards for this one, but that building's veto just like killed us, because if it was a syncopate would be fine, but yeah. I just can't take this one, so I'm gonna go here. Unfortunately, I'm still I never found a red one here, so yeah. Oh, come on, green. They're so close. Yeah, we're kind of close, but like our stocks was with me. Definitely, there was one big mistake there when I attacked with Shiva. I could have held the ice magic instead of just dropping the creature, and then even if they did that block, like I would have bounced one of those creatures, killed the other two, drew at least 3 cards with Shiva. So huge punt there. Interesting hand, kind of slow. Let's hope like ice magic can keep us there. Still a key because like we have multiple powers. Forest. Let's see how rangy they are. Oh, let get out. It's fine. Have no more crises, so that becomes fine. Okay, so I'll lead with Wyvern because even if they have some kind of remove spell, they really have something. But at least we have a 2-for-1 there. We have a cycle here. That's why I keep holding priority. Okay, what does this do? When we execution attacks, and sacrifice a creature artifact to surveil. There's a 3 cores. I think we just because like we don't have any counters and there's now they're definitely not using this to give them a nice speed. Yeah, definitely blocking. You can see them spending anything here. Anything they spend here looks nice. Okay. All the way from the town. Oh, they didn't? Ah, you want to search for library. Search for a town. Okay. Not a big deal. Like, they didn't enter the board anyway. Okay. We can summon Shiva. This way. Let's attack first. See no more shenanigans. Great. And a syncopate. Now we're in the tempo play when you can like just like maybe take a creature off or like kill something. Very good removal spell. Chocobo Kick's a very, very good one. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, and still on Chocobo Kick, let's assume like we have like a power creature, you know, if you can take like 4 damage for just 2 mana, it's something good, so definitely powerful. I think we can like get rid of all the Chocobo, discard a card, lose for life, and exile cards from our library. Our next turn we should be killing this. So yeah, I think it's Chocobo or the one, or yeah, just the one. So we don't even have to. Let's see, we lost. Oh, we lost all of them. Let's see. Okay. Or you could go like Sahajin, just hit them for 2, and then on the way back we take 8. Sounds like too much. Yeah, they are tapped out. You could be kind of greedy and go like Sahajin, burn them down, but not taking 8 is kind of important. Because if they are ramp deck, I can expect like other bigger creatures, or at least as big as this one. Okay. Ooh. Good one. Okay, let's see what they bring back from their graveyard. Okay. Not really. Back again soon. Oh, but this time we can like walk one of these guys out. Okay, so first step, bring to the board. Second year. And then if they ask us to apartment to the mountain tropical, right? Because then you can like ice magic, stuff here. So you can also like recast from the power graded like for 6 mana, depending on what they do, you can just redraw this. Please, 7. Okay, just 3 now. Okay, so what we got? Yeah, I think now it's just mountain chocobo here, so we add one to the board, hit unblockable, then we can try to play the next combination and the wyvern. For 4. So we hit them for 5 depending on what they do. Yeah, I'm definitely blocking the vanilla. Since they're playing black and I don't want them to have one of those sacrifice attacks and go to hell, I might go back. Like, not blocking, not jumping. I feel like another kick's coming. So yeah, color, block here, just reduce. Trade here. Or 9. Like, if we just bring one creature down, I can still kill them. Yeah, let's risk it. Okay. I'm still alive. What we got? I think that's enough. What else have we got? I think we're dead. Yeah, like, I think they went a bit too aggressive there because they have just, like, keeping for 4. Because, like, it's not even about, like, land drops or whatever, it's just, like, clearly that if I had anything there, I wouldn't kill them, so, like, you know. And that's about it. Yeah, I definitely didn't play well that last one, like maybe we definitely had a chance for the 7-0, but 7-1, still amazing. Thank you guys, appreciate it very much. Like, second video, 7 wins twice in a row. Like, here's a deck, definitely a good one. Like, people had been talking about this like since spoiler season, that it would be good for the pre-release and the drafts, and yeah, that's it, limited. Blue-red, like, we definitely had plenty of interaction, like 6, 7, 8 interaction pieces, some draw so we don't lose the gas, and then Call the Mountain Chocobo, like, surprising because spells to trigger when you need, creature when you need to block, so all this very, very good deck. We only saw Clive once actually playing, but it was enough for the opponent to quit. And then Esperamo actually, like, never got into play, just once in our hand. But yeah, that's the deal. Shiv amazing, Shantoto amazing, Ultros very, very good, and Sahajin much better than I expected. So yeah, definitely a recommendation. Thank you very much. That's it for today, and see you next time.